That ought to burn till dark. Hell no. I'm not even gonna cuss on this stream. I'm not even gonna cuss on this stream. Noob Sidebot. I do kind of look like Noob Sidebot right now. I do look like Noob Sidebot just a little bit, you know what I mean? I look like Noob Sidebot with black on black, you know what I mean? One of my favorite Kombat characters. Noob Sidebot get shadow people to come tackle you from all the way the fuck over there. This nigga Shadow run at you from all the way over there. What's up with y'all though? Noob Sidebot was overpowered. You know that Sub-Zero brother though. Like in the official story or in the game, one of them, that was Sub-Zero's older brother. But when he died and went to the underworld, he was offered a deal in exchange for his soul. So, and he got the hooks on his back. I mean, he's a kind of a cool character, to be honest. Was good with the Haitian line cook this morning. Ain't nothing much Granny Blue waffle. Ain't talking about nothing much, man. Just out here burning this debris. So what's up? Mortal Kombat is too new for me. Let's talk about Soda Popinski. Now, Mortal Kombat been around since like '92. Mortal Kombat, the first movie Mortal Kombat made came out in like '95. I think it came out the same year Lion King came out. And Mortal Kombat been like that was like an arcade game back in '92. You used to could go to the arcade and play the game. Remember you used to could go to Pizza Hut? Everybody went to Pizza Hut and hopped on the arcade games. Shit. That's back when Pizza Hut was popping. Pizza Hut was like the McDonald's of the '90s. Everybody was there. Everybody wanted to go there. When you seen that red and black building with the slanted roof like that, and you was like, oh shit, it's on. And probably used to go in there and see your homie in there. He banging on the arcade. You'd be like, oh shit, let me go and get in there. Start tapping on this shit. Pizza Hut used to bring you your shit to the table, and it had that little white table in the middle of the pizza. Remember that shit? Dining pizza was an experience. It was a fond memory of the '90s. Pizza Hut was the Chick-fil-A of the 90s. Went to Pizza Hut after the ball games in the 70s. And the 90s, every little league team ever, they'd fuck around and go to the same Pizza Hut. And the team that lost and the team that won be in the same Pizza Hut playing each other on the arcade games. Playing Street Fighter, Balrog versus Vega, playing Mortal Kombat, Johnny Cage versus Liu Kang, playing Pac-Man, playing the little Duck Hunter game that they used to have in there, playing the yeah, all that. You seem like the type to play with Sonya in Mortal Kombat arcade. I will whoop your ass. People sleep on Sonya. Sonya represented Earthrealm to the best of her fucking ability. Sonya got shit cracking. People underestimate that flying kneecap shit she be doing. Then she had like, she didn't have the striker bombs, but she had like, she'd pull a wet shit, she'll unload, she'll mag dump on you. In the middle, you'd be like, hold on, wait, this is Mortal Kombat. This bitch got a gun. That shit got the full semi-automatic feature on you. She'll hit you with that flying kneecap shit and change colors and then mag dump. You'd be like, hey. And Stryker was the man. He had all the bombs and shit on his waist. They was like, hey, you can't use weapons. I was like, shit, tell that to Cyrax. You remember back in the day, Cyrax fatality was to blow up the whole fucking world? Like his chest will open up and like 8 bombs will fall out. And then they'll start the countdown, the whole world blow the fuck up. Hell yeah. Man, you can't tell me nothing about the you can't tell me nothing about the 90s, man. I always liked Sub-Zero and Noob Saibot. Pizza Hut, Book It Club. Everybody was at Pizza Hut. I can't even think of another place. McDonald's back in the 90s, back in my day. I almost caught myself saying back in my day. Back in my day, McDonald's was for the little kids. Like you take the babies to McDonald's and let them play. That's when every McDonald's had like the little gym on the side. You could go through the doors and you leave McDonald's and enter like a fucking half-ass Chuck E. Cheese or some shit. Hey, that was for kids. Like the teens, everybody, they was at Pizza Hut. Who remembers beating up the Lexus LS400 in Street Fighter? Bro, in Street Fighter, I beat up a 1996 Jeep Grand Cherokee. No lie. I was playing Street Fighter, beating up with Tachi running Freeze XJ. Donkey Kong, Nintendo. Yeah, I remember all that. Diddy Kong. McDonald's looks like a bank now. Yeah, they done sucked the life out of McDonald's. It's just strictly business now. It's like, yo, get your shit. You know. It's the colors they chose. Oh, what up, baby Ozark? What's up, Call Sade? Metal Slug at the roller rink. I didn't go to the roller rink, but yeah, Pizza Hut was where it was at. Yeah, we didn't do the roller rink thing. I think that was like in the 70s and 80s. Like everybody would meet up at the roller rink. I remember watching the movie ATL with T.I. and them, and that's what they did. Let's go to the roller rink, and it was like a whole fucking thing. Like we didn't do that in my era. That was for like the 80s kids. than the 70s kids. What's up with the roller rink closed in my town in the early 90s? Yeah, I never went to a roller rink. We went bowling. That was like the 90s kids roller rink. Like I remember going bowling when I was young, and that shit was like, you had to go get your shoes. The lane was slippery. You didn't know what the fuck you were doing, but you were having fun. They had the arcade games. They were bringing you pizza. Smoke in the way. Smoke sucks. Pool tables. Nah, I never did that. Yeah, that's not something. Pool, that's not something I did till I was like an adult. Like I never roller skated as a child or played pool. I'm a pinball wizard. Yeah, in the foosball table, you used to go to the pool and play foosball at the recreation center in your neighborhood. They had the foosball tables out there. There was a gym out there. We had one right on the other side of Landover, not Landover Mall. This back when Landover Mall was still a thing. But right there on the other side of the FedEx field was the I believe it was the Glen Arden Rec Center, and everybody from Largo, Landover, Palmer Park, Kentland, yeah, everybody used to go there. Pepper Mill, Walker Mill. Ever heard of Rec Bar in Kentucky? We had pinball tournaments here. I don't even know how to play pinball. I don't even know. I'm not seeing what that is. I don't even know what that is. I heard of it. I don't recollect. What about air hockey? Is that the thing with the table and you had the puck and you had the little giant and you had the... And every now and then the puck would take off and hit your hand and that shit'll hurt? It's the arcade game with the flippers and the ball. Oh, you talking about like how they got it Dave and Buster's? How about Crocodile? I don't know. A lot of y'all older than me. I don't. Yeah, some of y'all forget how old you are. What about Crocodile? You don't remember Crocodile? Come on, me and Moses used to play it. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit chilly out here today, you know. No problems, only solutions, you know. X-Men and Simpsons was legit. BG grew up running home to watch Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that shit came on at 4:30. Yeah, I didn't play X-Men growing up. Tackle football on the street. Yeah, we did all that. Neighborhood against neighborhood. Street against street. It'll be that street over there versus that street over there. We used to play head up. If you don't know what head up is, that's when you just run full speed at each other from like 10 yards out. Just run full speed and see who move out the way first. If you move out the way first, you lose. If y'all collide, whoever fall down loses. That's chicken. Or what you call chicken, we call head up. We play chickens with cars and trains too. Oh, John Rice, y'all go hard. Atari 2600. Bro, that's before my time. The Atari in general, my first memory of the game was Sega, then Nintendo, then Sega CD, then Sega Saturn, then another Nintendo, then the Nintendo 64, then GameCube, Xbox, the PlayStation. I think the first PlayStation came out in like '96. We got Game Day 96. That was like the first Madden game on PlayStation. We got Game Day 96, Game Day 98, Game Day 99. But that Sonic, man, that shit just, that Sonic shit just left an impression in my head, because that was like the only, like I played Super Mario on Nintendo, but when you hooked up that Sega Genesis and you put in that Sonic cartridge, and just across the screen, it said Sega, and then you heard the coin just bling, 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 bling. And then the da, 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 and then Sonic and Tails would appear on the icon, and you'll see like the first level. We was like, yes. That shit was excitement. You got that first level, that Emerald Hill Zone. That shit was fun as hell. See, I was young. What I'm talking about, some of y'all can't relate to, because y'all was already getting into it with the IRS at this time. Y'all old as fuck. Y'all was attending Pride Parade marches and Stonewall shit, and just y'all was social justice warriors, waving signs at the White House. And I was just playing Sonic on Sega Genesis. A great Gingle it had. I still got my Sega. I remember all the Nintendo Game Boys I wasn't allowed to get too because of my grades. I remember the Nintendo Game Boy. You cut that bitch on. I remember Pokemon Red and Yellow. I remember Game Boy Color. I remember the first Game Boy was big as shit. You had to hit the button with with logs. That shit was just then that shit got smaller and smaller. The Game Boy Color came out. That shit had the color screen on it. Then they came out with the Game Boy Advance. Remember the Glacier Game Boy Advance? That shit was like see-through with a blue tint. Then they came out with the Nintendo SD or DS. That shit had like 2 screens on it. It flipped the fuck up like the Motorola Razr. I feel so old. I remember Pong. You ain't got to feel old. You are old. I'll tell you that. Atari changed the game. Yeah, that was. Gays and women and Black Lives Matter and Nestle, Bank of America and Coca-Cola and all that big government and big business institutions and bureaucracies, they cared about us all. I'm sure it was something to protest when I was a baby, $100 in 1971 is the equivalent of $750 in today's money. I mean, that makes sense. Makes sense. Of course they cared for us. That's why they made diet soda. Well, Abnorm, I need you to say who they are. Who is they? Who made diet soda? Don't be scared to say it. Miles Main said the Jews. Where you see Jews, I just see white people. The white people gave you diet soda. The people from Uranus gave you diet soda. That's why y'all seeing these spaceships. because the white people from Uranus is coming back to gather their own kind. And they're disgusted with the sky whites are disgusted with you grounder whites. Cause y'all act like y'all don't even want to go back home. Yeah, people blame white people for stupid shit like slavery and all other types of pointless shit. There's no point in blaming white people. It's like this shit with Trump. It's like how people's like, the media is attacking Trump. So you can feel like a fucking victim, and all the media did was put out little bullshit that wasn't even worth. It was just to get that side excited. I'm like, damn, he really wanted to, you know, go at Trump. You could talk about his connection with the banker Rothschild. You know, the loan he got from them. You could talk about the bump stock ban. You could all this other shit going on with Trump that you could put out there, but you put out some admirable shit like him evading taxes and shit. He's not paying his taxes. And niggas is like, fucking A. Tell that nigga write a book on that. I need to pick that up. Yeah, that's what they doing with white people. White people are responsible for slavery. I'm just waiting on when they gonna get on white people for trying to blot out the sun. Yeah, all this low-level shit did the slavery, white people, slavery, colonize. Like, y'all know how long mankind has been colonizing? If you want to be biblically accurate, you can say that a black man was the first colonizer. If you go to the book of Genesis, I'm Bible thumping. If you go to the book of Genesis, chapter 10, starting with verse 6, 8, 9, start at verse 6, end at verse 10. Yeah, that was Nimrod. Nimrod conquered the fuck out of foreign lands and started Babylon. Right there, it says it right there, nigga, descended from Ham, right there. Niggas been conquering lands ever since. And when you read Mizraim and Cush, Mizraim, they changed the name of Mizraim to Egypt. So that's what that is when you see that. And Ham's sons was Mizraim and Cush. Mizraim is Egypt. Everybody knows about the Cushites, the Cushitic Empire. As a matter of fact, they were building pyramids before the Mizraimites were, the Egyptians. And Nimrod was descended from Cush. And he conquered Semitic lands. And Canaan, the Canaanites also descended from Ham. And Canaan is basically modern day Israel. So technically a nigga started that. But, yeah, people been colonizing and exploring and going different places and going to war since people been put here on this fucking earth. The white people, nah, that ain't what you supposed to go with white people over. Go with white people for trying to blot out the sun. Go with white people for these aggressive pedophile rings that they got going on. Because when y'all was a part of Q, all the people that Q was posting up were white people. That white people called Jews, but were white people, and white people were letting them get away with it. Yeah, it's all types of shit. All types of shit you can get on white people for. I'm gonna tell y'all, the white man is White History Month. The white man has done some wild shit. The white man has done shit so wild that it makes slavery, it makes slavery was like one of the best things the white man did. Fuck you mean? Niggas act like that's the worst shit the white man did. Hell no. Hope this isn't just clickbait. I already talked about Mortal Kombat. What's the title of the stream? Yeah, shout out to the white man. Can't blame white people for jazz music. What's wrong with jazz music? What's wrong with jazz music? No, this is White History Month. Can't blame white people for jazz music. I can blame white people for the Church of Satan. I can't do that. I can blame white people for Anton LaVey. I can do that. He was just lily white as he wanted to be. I can blame white people for communism. Karl Marx was just as pale as he wanted to fucking be. Lenin, just as white as he wanted to be. King Leopold. Yeah, jazz is low level shit. Nah, nigga, nah. I'm not even a fan of jazz. I am, but really not. I like the funk era. I like slap bass. I like funkadelic Parliament. I'm really not into jazz and blues, even though Stanley Clarke is a great musician, and so is Marcus Miller. But jazz is like outside of the rules. It's outside of the framework that's presented. Jazz is like free flow. Jazz is basically like a spiritual search. And if you're ingrained or situated in a box, you're not going to understand it. It doesn't mean you don't like it, but you're not going to understand it to know if you don't like it or do like it. I'm not a big fan of jazz. Death metal, on the other hand, outside of workout music, what the fuck is that? I can blame white people for Green Day. I can blame white people for Anomaly. Don't fucking get me started. And niggas started bluegrass too. Actually, the banjo, that instrument, came from West Africa. That's just another little tidbit for White History Month. Hell yeah, I've enjoyed White History Month. Let's put some more wood on this fire. Yeah, not only is this a great quality pitchfork, if you'll notice, I'm doing all this one-handed, which is impressive, but I don't like to toot my own horn. I got forearm strength. You need forearm to do this one-handed. Semi-automatic pitchfork. Nah, this is a full semi-automatic pitchfork. Yeah, a pitchfork is just one of those things every man needs. You don't need to be a fucking farmer to get a good pitchfork. If you ever dealt with an aggressive brush pile, you need a pitchfork. Pitchfork provides awesome leverage, reach, and even though you see the tines, there's a lot of space in between them, it turns over dirt just fine. See that? It'll pick it up. I also got some pitchforks for my skid steer. Okay. See that? Can handle those brush piles like a champ. I need to buy a corn rake. I don't even know what a corn rake is. Is that a horseshoe pit next to the fire pit from the white people? I lost your comment. Country music is nothing but blues mixed with a little Irish music. BG Anomaly, YT boxing match. Let's make it happen. I ain't gonna do nothing but fall the fuck out when Anomaly hit me. You didn't mention Larry Graham. Oh yeah, he started that a specific style of bass playing. Yeah, Larry Graham. What was he from? Sly and the Family Stone? Where's Larry Graham from? You watched Red State yet? I haven't watched Red State yet, but I'm going to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Watch me watch it. Watch. Anomaly will hit BG with that herbal essence hair shake on BG. Anomaly whoop my ass. I can't fight. I can't even fight. Why y'all trying to put me in matches with other people? I would fight Logan Paul though. I'll fight that nigga. Yeah, I can't fight though. Why you think I'm ducking, raging, dissident now? I don't want to get my ass whooped. Why you on the internet telling lies, bro? About what? Larry Graham invented the slap bass technique. You know that you see Davey 504 using? Shout out Davey 504 and Charles Burthound. Charles Burthound, what that name? Charles Burthound, he incredible. Oh my goodness, he is outstanding on the bass. I don't even like that nigga. I don't like him or Victor Wooten because they just too nice with it. Larry Graham said, they said, how did you come up with this style? He don't get credit for inventing the slap bass technique, but before that, that was frowned upon because you had a bass. You know, you had the James Jamerson era. I don't know if y'all can hear me because it's extremely windy. But you had the James Jamerson era. Yeah, you had the James Jamerson era. You know, James Jamerson, famous Motown basses. James Jamerson started on the upright. The upright was famous for having flat wound strings on it. It gave you that thick, heavy bass. You know, people used to do run. They would call it run. The church utilizes that a lot too. So to get on the bass, when the electric bass, when that came about, you know, you get round wound, flat wound, add different strings for different sounds. Larry Graham said he wanted a drum set. He wanted to play the drums, but his mom told him, no, you're not getting the drum set. I don't want that in my house. But he had a bass. So he said he figured out how to play the drums on the bass. And he would just go in there and pop and mute and bounce. Hit it with the mute, pop, and he started that technique. He would just play with notes in between. And now when you hear certain songs like, or even the Seinfeld intro music, which is actually done on a keyboard, but that's what slap bass sounds like, and that came from Larry Graham. You know, you hear Luther Vandross, Never Too Much. Marcus Miller was slapping. Patrice Cullors, Forget Me Nots. Her bass player, Reddy Freddy, he was back there. Yeah, it just go on. He just started. It just became something. BG, you talk too much. I do. But as a bass player, I never wanted to outshine the group. It's windy. No, Santi's World said, BG, you talk too much. And he's right. But as a bass player, you got to understand, I never wanted to outshine the group. So I stayed in the low bottom. And every now and then I do a or I'll come in when I'm feeling froggy, I'll leap with a little slap and pop just a little bit, but I never wanted to outshine the keyboard player, the drummer. I didn't want to just start my run in the middle of the singer doing her thing, or the lead talk, the person on the mic doing his thing. Certain techniques are just for people for like solo basses, because they took the challenge, because people didn't believe that the bass could be solo. That was for the guitar. So that's why when you hear people like Davey 504, Charles Burthound, Larry Graham, Boosie Collins, Victor Wooten, Verdine White. That's Verdine White is Earth, Wind, and Fire's bass player. You hear all these people. Stanley Clark. They just proved everybody wrong. You know. I wouldn't call Rick James like a solo act though. I mean he. You know, yeah, Rick James too. Rick James would sit up there, be on the bass and singing. The female group that did A Taste of Honey, that Boogie Oogie Oogie song from A Taste of Honey. Yeah, and it shot the bass to the forefront because before it was just guitar work. Everybody should get a solo. No, the piano and keyboard people do not get a solo. Fuck them. Well, I just don't like keyboard players at all. I got whole skits talking about the shit. Like they really believe they are special. And they really do try to outshine everybody else. Really. Y'all supposed to be playing together. That's why if you ever did a show, and you got the sound man, you like, sound man, turn me up. You got a set is 5 minutes. Your set 5 minutes. I'm gonna tell you. We played at Thai Seafood out there in Waldorf, Maryland. Right next to the firehouse. We get up there, we got 5 minutes, Crucial Emmett Band. I'm like, sound man, turn me up. Good. Keyboard player. He started doing some symphonic shit. I was like, all right, nigga, we not at the Kennedy Center. So everybody else, the drummer, boom, cat, boom, 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 boom. You know the drummer, he getting the foot pedal right. Boom, 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 boom. He make sure he got clothes in the bass drum. Boom, 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 boom. Till he get the sound right. We good. Everybody good. Keyboard player do shit like just break out and fucking some Beethoven shit while the singer is singing just to be noticed. Like they want to be noticed so bad. Bernie Worrell, you don't believe me, Bernie Worrell from Parliament. That's why Boosie Collins left Parliament Funkadelic and started his own shit called the Rubber Band. He's like, yo, the fucking keyboard player was doing too much. You ever seen Bernie Worrell on stage with George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic and them niggas? This nigga keyboard got another keyboard on top of it. With another keyboard on top of it. Nigga, how many stacked keyboards do you need? This nigga was special. He was special. That when you hit a flashlight, that wasn't bass. That was Bernie Worrell on the keyboard doing everything. Program sound. When they came out with the Phantom, I said, my goodness. I remember my keyboard player got a Phantom. That nigga was, he was a superstar. He was Molly Shannon and superstar after that. Yeah, three keyboards, Trinity confirmed, Illuminati confirmed. This nigga had 3 keyboards. You see Bernie Worrell, he on stage giving it, he got the little fade. You like, damn, that's a bass. You're like, no, it's not. The bass player sitting there like, keyboard player just real. When they put that dumbass sound wave knob on the keyboard, fucked us up. That nigga hit a note. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, Boosie Collins, he was like, I was out. I got the fuck up out of it. That's not why. I'm making a joke, but you know, yeah. You see these keyboards, they'll have 4 keyboards on top of a keyboard on top of a keyboard. And I'm like, damn, you only got 2 hands. You only got 2 hands, but they got different sounds programmed up here to do different things. It's genius in one perspective, but from another perspective, you don't want a keyboard player like that because they don't work well with others. Most keyboard players are the reason for the band's downfall. because they want to outshine everybody else. That's just my 2 cents. It's not that people think it's the drummer. It's not. People think it's the guitar player. It's not. It's that fucking keyboard player. Also, keyboard players take forever to get ready. Have you ever had a show and had to go pick up everybody in the van because only 3 people drive? So you picking up people from the back line. You get the bass player, he waiting out front for you already. You get the drummer, he outside. You gotta he gotta bring his own set. He got the snare, all his shit. You know, the Congo player, he out there. The rototoms, timbales, out there. The keyboard player, nigga, you gonna be looking at your watch out front of his house. This nigga is in the mirror. Swear. Like, damn, put the Phantom in the bag and come the fuck on. This nigga got that motif. He done got a new motif. He got a motif keyboard. Like, put that shit in the fucking bag and come the fuck on. This nigga like, hold on, let me finish combing my beard, nigga. Let me comb my hair. They take forever to get ready. They get ready like women. And then as soon as they get in and y'all pull off, he like, oh shit, take me back. I forgot something. Like, man, come on. You may be biased on this, BG. Oh, I'm biased as fuck. Ain't no low key about it. I'm biased. I do not like keyboard players. Yeah, ain't no low key about it. But overall, that's what I've seen from my experience dealing with different bands and different genres. You know, go-go, doing live shows with certain artists. Don't get me started on the church keyboard player. The church keyboard player, he'll hop off that Bernie Worrell style 3-tiered Trinity Illuminati confirmed keyboard and get on the organ and just be blowing, just playing the organ. Everybody like, get the fuck off the organ. That shit got the big dumbass pipes. That shit got Chopper City pipes. He just on that bitch banging away. I disappointed my music teacher from the 3rd grade because she told me I had Franz Liszt hands. She thought I was going to grow up and be a piano player. I said, fuck no. No, nigga. Yeah, after watching Charles Burthound, and then he on his YouTube channel, people done came out with different methods to make different sounds and play whole songs by themselves. Nigga start playing the bass guitar with it on his, with these giants and this giant with 2 hands. I'm like, oh my goodness. Charles Burthound make me want to throw my bass out the window. Like, I'm not even a bass player after watching that nigga. Church drummers have ADD. You need a drummer to have ADD. Everybody has to play their part. The bass player has to know how to keep a cool head and keep a level head and keep everybody together on stage and off stage. The bass player is always like the mediator when niggas start throwing shit at each other and having arguments. The bass player always like, yo, chill. You need a metrosexual guitar player. You need a drummer with ADHD. This shit work. You need your Congo player gotta have a colorful personality. Cause all the fuck they do on stage is, you know, you got, but he don't want, he know how to talk to people though. But he talk to people, he get people in, you know, he the person, he go up there when the lead mic ain't there and the singer ain't there and they taking forever to get ready or get something out of the car, he'll grab the mic and do a number and get everybody excited. But yeah, you need that, man. You need that dynamic. The keyboard player is just, He thinks it's all about me. What about the singer? What kind of singer do you need? Depending on how good the music is. Like a singer needs a good music. Like we're talking band. We're not talking like artists, Alicia Keys and Lauryn Hill. We're talking like band. So since we're talking bands, what kind of singer do you need? Like for instance, Sade. A lot of people don't know Sade was the name of the band. I mean, Sade is her name, but it's, you know, she's from, she has like an African name. That's not the full name, but that was her band. She traveled with her band. If you listen to songs like Smooth Operator by Sade, you'll notice her back line is on point. So her it matches her laid back tone. But Sade can't really sing. It's just when you're in tune with your musicians, it comes across that way, and you're able to induce a euphoric feeling in others to the point where they believe you can sing. But Sade can't really sing. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about the harmony between what people call frontline and backline. The people on the mic and the people playing the music. Once you have that harmony and that rhythm, you got good musicians. You can turn a shitty singer into a decent singer, where people like, this is nice, and they just gonna put her in her own box and attribute that to her just being her style. You see what I'm saying? It's something like that. No, I don't listen to Sade. Man, I grew up on Sade. Not that I grew up on Sade, but my mom and dad, like, it'd be like, my dad had like this Alpine system. It was in the living room, speakers wired to the family room downstairs, and I remember, like, especially when your mom was like cleaning up, yeah, I remember Sade songs coming on, and they were like, in my opinion, they were good songs. But you talking to somebody that understands the mechanics and the utility of it. I understand what everybody's doing. When I listen to a song, I don't just hear the people on the microphone. I'm listening to the acoustics. I'm listening to the percussion. And I don't care who you are or what genre you favor. When you hear a Sade song with this mindset, you hear harmony. I'm not talking about like Sade today, she got a trans kid. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm just talking about like growing up playing an instrument. Like, I hear others. I'm in tune to what others are doing. Keyboards player, they don't hear shit else but keyboard. You hear the keyboard player? I'm like, everybody, you hear how everybody else is kind of, you know, backing them up. I'm like, that's the keyboard. It's just the keyboard. All they fucking hear is, yeah, it's just fucking retarded. Smooth Operator slaps. Man, when you listen to Sweetest Taboo and tell me if her Congo player ain't doing the damn thing. Like, I hear the Congos. I hear the roto. Type in Sade and listen to Sweetest, Sweetest Taboo. Like, you hear everything, the guitar player and the rhythm. They got two guitar players. One that, you got the rhythm guitar, and you got the, you'll have another guitar player that kind of sort of follows the singer a little bit, but he breaks away from the rhythm guitar. You got the Congo player back there going in. You got the bass player back there doing his job. You got the drummer. The drummer just back there holding it. holding it steady. You know, he out the pocket, he holding it steady. Like everybody's in harmony. And that makes the singer sound better than what the singer actually sounds like, say, a cappella, or just by herself, or standalone. Mom's cleaning up with that Kirby vacuum. That music had to overpower that Kirby vacuum. I like fun music. Like when I was growing up, my mom on the Kirby vacuum, vacuuming the floor, my dad in the office. He had to overpower that Kirby vacuum, so he'd be down there playing Daz Band. I remember Daz Band, Disco Jazz. Daz Band, Disco Jazz. And I remember thinking like how fun it was. Everybody doing, like if you listen to Lakeside, like Lakeside, Fantastic Voyage, and you hear that, you hear that heavy bass. And it's like, come along, let's ride on a fantastic voyage. And I remember hearing that shit like, yo, it's fun and make people move. Not just make people move, but it puts people in a festive spirit. And that's why these certain songs are played at like certain get-togethers. And I always remember I wanted to be a part of something like that, like get people moving. You know, like so that's why I was driven to the more funk era music. That's what that did. Yeah, Aura Band. Yeah. Shit, even Hootie and the Blowfish. How's the weather up there? Man, shit, you see it? It's windy. Wasn't Jimi Hendrix and Little Richard's band? I don't know too much about that. We are all Badgers, BG said. I didn't confirm that. That's just something I said. Who? I didn't confirm that. Supposedly there was a tornado in Louisiana. I missed it. Oh, in LA. They don't know nothing about the Brothers Johnson. The Brothers Johnson. What about P. Diddy? No wonder P. Diddy fuck over all his artists, because he owes Sting a shit ton of money for that sample that he used when Biggie died. Every step I take. Yeah, when P. Diddy went through it with Mace, Mary J. Blige, Day 27, the bullshit with Biggie, all that shit, man, like. Jimmy was with the Alley Brothers. Yeah, I listen to Shalimar. Hey, y'all know who the fuck Shalimar is? Hey, you seen that Dave Chappelle skit where Charlie Murphy was he was like, yo, Prince came in the club, but the niggas, they was dressed like a bunch of bitch. I thought that, you know, it was like, who's this nigga? He was like, that's Shalimar. Where you go back, listen to Shalimar, that's the band. Shalimar had a good band. I mean, he sang in falsetto, but, you know, he got that one song. What that? Hold on, what that? Hold on, I'm saying. Yeah, he did A Night to Remember. And For the Lover and You. Yeah, that Shalimar For the Lover of You song, that's like one of my favorite songs ever. Yeah, I love that song. What do you know about the barge? I know that's one of the first bass lines I learned that I like it, that they did. That's like one of the first bass lines that I learned from hearing it. I think he just got locked up or something for a gun, like gun possession or some shit at the airport or some stupid shit, like El DeBarge. But anyway, what else y'all want to talk about? Spice Girls look great, matured. I don't know. I don't even remember the spot. I do remember that. Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. I vaguely remember that bullshit on the radio. But yeah, you see Mel B doing the I didn't know they were from London. And you see Mel B up there doing, what was it? X Factor or some shit. I just don't think you can sing a little bit, have a little bit of English muffin, what mama like, and it's Mel B, and it take you aback because people like, yeah, that's Eddie Murphy, baby mother. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, she got a child with Eddie Murphy. I meant muted but matured works. Oh. Yeah, I like the harmony. Some people hear a song and hear the vocals. I hear the harmony between the musicians. I can listen to a song and know if a band is gonna make it or not, just by how they playing together. Not really, I'm lying, I've never done this, but I'm pretty sure. Like if a startup band like gave me a demo and I listened to it and I played it, and the singer sounds amazing. But then I listen to the shit in the back. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna last. No, you can't, bro. I probably can't, but it sounds good though. Maybe. I'm 40% sure. People don't really create music with rhythm sections anymore. They just click and drag and copy and paste on the computer. Hell yeah, that damn 808. You got that's just the way the world is now. That's just how the world is now. That's why I said we're making history right now. We are history. There's gonna be people that read about us in the fucking history books. Like when you think about this shit, it's crazy, but it's just like you said, they don't use the rhythm section no more. Nobody uses a band. They just drag, copy, and paste. People are gonna wonder how the fuck we made music without certain things like 100 years from now. They'll be like, how the fuck? Like, yo, how did they even do this? People like 300 years from now. Like 500 years from now, they might call this period. No bullshit. 500 years from now, they might call this period the Dark Ages. No bullshit. I think we are in the Dark Ages, just one flick of the switch away. Not even like that. Because you know, people in what they call the Dark Ages, they thought the candle was everything. It was like, yo, look at this shit, son. We got light right now, nigga. They never would have believed that people 500 years later would be calling that the Dark Ages. It was like, Dark Ages, nigga, we got candles, nigga. This is bullshit. We got literature, candles. You know, but you know what I'm saying? It's true, because we don't even speak the same English that they did. Nobody speaks Middle English no more. Like, things come and go. It's amazing, but things just come and go, man. Music is used as a weapon to shape the perception of people. My foot in someone's ass is used as a weapon to get them to act right. 500 years later, they're going to be calling this the Dark Ages. They're going to be calling this the Dark Ages, a period of time when a white man tried to blot out the sun. Shout out to Bill Gates and Owning the Weather 2025, Air Force projects, and HART, and CERN, and all this shit we gonna be in the fucking they gonna consider this the Dark Ages. We gonna have all the light and electricity. I ain't gonna flip a fucking switch. We're gonna seem retarded, all of us. I don't care how fancy your knowledge of whatever the fuck you think you know about the world is. 500 years from now, you're gonna seem like a fucking retard. Guarantee you. See that long-term thought right there. What's a white man? A man that tries to blot out the sun. A man that lets the Jews infiltrate their banking system. I don't know who the white man is. You tell me. The Jews did it, nigga. You let them do it, nigga. That was your currency. That was your currency, nigga. What is the white man? The man that let the whole Jekyll Island shit go down and didn't do nothing about it? Fuck you mean what the white man is? What is the white woman? The woman that pestered the white man into giving them rights? Fuck you mean? What is the white man? The man that complains about the women that they gave rights to? Fuck you mean? Nigga, this shit happened because of them. Not that nigga passed a law giving bitches rights. The white man did that. Shout out to the white man. I have no idea what a white man is. A white man is the person that calls me a black man, but then will look at a Jew and call them a Jew, even though the color of their skin is white. A white man is somebody who goes off the color of my skin, but not the color of them folks' skin. The white people are doing it. No, those are Jews. Well, what am I? You're black. Well, how come I'm black? Because your skin color. Well, that person you called you got white skin color, just like you. Just like you. It's different. It's got to be real. Shout out to Shalimar. Girl, I could write a book on how you're making me feel. And you hear the bit, I know I'll never find. I'm like, man, Shalimar singing. Mexicans and Chinese are both white too. They are. That's all I ask is for people to be consistent. If you gonna call me black because the color of my skin, don't sit there and point the finger at the Jew and call them a Jew. Nah, let's keep it consistent. Point out the color of their skin. That's the white man. That's the white man finger fucking your currency like that. That's the white man that got you thinking you need to be in debt. That's the white man trying to blot out the sun. That's the white man who took over your country from the inside out and poisoned your institutions. That's the white man that did. You say the black people are carjacked. You say that when a nigga carjacks somebody. Black people and crime statistics. How come those black people are involved with those crimes? Because the color of their skin, blacks, and these are the crime statistics. All right, be consistent. Don't just say they. No, say the white man. Don't call me a color and then call somebody else by a religion. That's fucking retarded. So everything, the world you see is in colors until it come to them folk Now all of a sudden it's a religion. The Jews. They're Jews. They're not white. I'm white. Barricade Garage is black. They're Jews. Nah, don't go from color to color. Religion. Nah, nigga. Nah, white. Nah, keep that same fucking energy. Statistics are so fun, yay. I also know how to lie with statistics, just to paint an overall worldview. You seen the white man do it. Bill Gates was sitting up there with a whole book called How to Lie with Statistics right there on his fucking desk. Right fucking there. Right there. I don't even trust them folk statistics no more. I really fucking don't. Nah, I'll go off what I see in my interactions with people. Statistics will have you shaping an overall opinion on a whole group of people that you don't even know and don't know you in a matter of seconds. You think you know what somebody is about. Statistics! I can apply that same logic from real person interactions that I done took with me my whole fucking life. I can apply that same logic to pedophiles and just call white people pedophiles. Because that's typically what they're in prison for. Pedophilia or drugs. Except the ones in the feds that y'all call Jews who embezzle and all that other weird shit dealing with finances. Yeah. Fucking just being fucking pedophiles. Touching on their nephews. It's like somebody look at me and be like, oh, it's violent. It's violent. They commit the violent crime. Bro, it's how to lie with statistics for a fucking reason. 500 years from now, all this shit gonna be looked at as retarded. There's gonna be a whole new system in place. There's gonna be a whole new system in place that's gonna make this system just pale in comparison. BG, is it possible that we are being farmed by extraterrestrials? If those extraterrestrials are the sky whites that came from Uranus to get the whites that have been here and grown comfortable here, yeah. In which case, I'll tell you whites just to go back home because the sky whites won't leave us alone until you do. They came here for you. They've been looking for you. Ever since your ancestors built that ship, escaping that black hole so dense that no light can escape from, which is why you're pale, and just landed here. And the people you call Jews know this. That's why you let them diddle you and trick you into monopolizing currency and get you involved in world wars where you just killing people. Other whites. Yeah, they got blackmail on you. They know you from outer space. That shit is retarded. You know how hard Europe went? No, let's talk about white history. You know how fucking hard Europeans went on? I just told you a simple... Wars have been fought in Europe over spilled yogurt. Y'all do know this, right? I went through the Anabaptist shit. Where the Catholic Church went so these Europeans went so fucking hard on Europeans, not Africans. The Europeans went so fucking hard on Europeans that the state's preferred form of execution was drowning, all because they had a slightly different take on baptism. The white man has declared war on the white man for a whole lot less than what the quote-unquote Jew has done, but yet the Jews still exist. The white man hasn't wiped their nose. They still on the map. Not only has the white man not exterminated all of them, the white man came together in solidarity to give them a country. You see what I'm saying? What do they have on the white man that they could be surrounded by people that don't really like them and feel secure because the white man in America, the white man in the British in England, the white man over there is going to come to their aid? What blackmail do they have on the white man? How is this happening? You hear white people point their finger and say the Jews, they're running the money. How? Fucking how? The white man was scared of the white man because the white man was killing the white man, so the white man came to America. Only thing the white man had to do was diddle the fucking Native Americans out of land and set up shop. That's it. A brand new fucking start here. How the fuck did the Jews get here? You had a brand new fucking start. How in the fuck did you let them finger fuck this? It's the white. They've been kicked out of 109 European countries. As if that's a flex. How the fuck are they still here? Yeah, that's what I don't get. Yeah, when you hear a white man point at the Jew and be like, they're pedophiles. Jeffrey Epstein. Tony Podesta. Yo, you let them in your country. You had a new start with America. How in the fuck did they... How, Monty? How? No one talks about the how. I know it doesn't matter, but for dramatic effect. How, Monty? You had a new start. Because they know some shit about you that the rest of the world doesn't know. They know you're from Uranus. I don't give a fuck them owning slaves. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. How? I don't give a fuck about the slave shit, the Jew. No, I'm past all that. How did they finger fuck a whole country from beneath the white folk that came here looking for a whole new slate? Who let them niggas in? And don't tell me that Jekyll Island shit, all them white boys that was here, you gonna blame it on the Titanic sinking? Well, Astor and them, they totally just sank on the Titanic and they couldn't make it to the meeting. And it was just unanimous. You know, Jews, it was just unanimous. So you know what that tell me? In order for that to happen, you really don't believe there's a difference between Jews and whites. Y'all the same. It's the same. And if you don't feel like that, your ancestors would disagree with you. They just consider them Europeans. The race shit is new. That shit is a whole new fucking concept. You have... Yeah, that's a whole new fucking concept. motherfucking Jews. The Zionists. The Red Shields. The Rothschilds. Meanwhile, your ancestors then gave them land that they didn't work for. Your ancestors gave them people land that your ancestors died to give them. Your ancestors died to give them land. And I hear some saying they want an ethno state, all white. You niggas don't deserve your own ethno state. Not after World War I and II. Not after you look in history and see how the white people treated other white people for a difference in a view about the Trinity. Baptism, religion, pagans. Just a whole different village over there. Y'all sold the tribes of Germania sold each other out to the Roman Empire when the Roman pulled up on that horse with that golden eagle and told them niggas to kneel. White folk ain't even come together then. But now all of a sudden, after the white man ran away from the white man, the descendants of those white men want you to believe all we need is a fucking ethno state. You couldn't keep the Jews out of America. We need an ethno. Nigga, you couldn't keep the Jews out of your institutions. I'm just talking to white people that call me black and them Jews. That shit is just incredibly stupid. And I'm gonna talk about Oakwood, but it's still White History Month, so I'm gonna be talking about just talking about this. World War II never happened. It's an urban legend. Tell that to Hitler and them. I don't give a fuck who Hitler was, what he did, what happened. And Hitler, one of the first people to give the Jews money to go to a whole new land after the bullshit in World War I. When a bunch of white people were being extorted by a bunch of white people. Niggas wasn't involved in that. Who? How many countries jumped Germany? How many lily white countries jumped on Germany's back? And you talk to whites today and they're gonna say because the Jews tricked us into doing it. Y'all just jumped, y'all just started whooping on Germany like that. Where were the white folk when them white folk in red coats was taking out the Russian Tsar, the Bolsheviks? Where the fuck were the white folk at? What was all that white pride shit at then? This shit is fucking retarded. What would Oprah do? Couldn't even keep the yogurt from spilling. So it goes, so everything just goes around in circles. A certain group of people will hold power for a little bit, maybe 400 or 500 years. Then out of nowhere, that's gone. Another group of people. It's just like when I was looking into the Babylonian Empire, the original Babylonian, Nimrod didn't retain, he didn't keep his seat at Babylon. Nimrod started other cities. No, I'm being dead ass. Like, shit changed. So you had the Hittites that came in and took over Babylon. Then you had the Amorites come in and take over Babylon. They took it from the Hittites and they ruled for like 400 years. Then you had the Assyrians. The Assyrians came in and took over Babylon from the Amorites, and they ruled for like 400 or 500 years. And everybody was like, who's like the Assyrians? They run in Babylon, spread the Babylonian Empire east and west. And then overnight, the Persians happened. You get the picture. So people can feel like, oh, we on top, we doing this now. But this shit goes around it, it's a circle, it's a cycle. It's a cycle. People on top, people on the bottom. It's earth bending. It's just perpetual earth bending. And people get high and mighty on where they come from or who they descend from. And then out of nowhere, the vanity stops. Because now these people take over. Working with Medici. Shout out to the whole Medici family. The cycle where it's the Jews always control. The Jews are new. Those Jews that you call Jews are fucking new. The Jews, no one, who gave a fuck about the Jews? No one cared about the Jews. The Jews descended from an actual person called Judah. Judah beat up his little brother Joseph for wearing an LGBTQ coat. The Hebrews, the Jews were just one of many people in the Roman Empire. Just one of many little nation states inside the Roman Empire. They weren't running shit. That shit started, that Jewish shit started when the Khazarians converted to Judaism in Europe. Yeah, the Jews that occupied the land of Canaan that was renamed Israel after the actual man Israel. And you could say they got the ball rolling with Christianity, which spread through Europe like the plague, leaving a trail of bodies in its wake. You could say that, but at the end of the day, they brought the message. After that, the white man took it upon himself to start killing white men for it. Now, you can't put that on the Jews. The Roman Catholic Church had power well before the Jews. You get the picture. That Jewish shit is new. This shit new. But people, I don't believe in none of this shit I'm talking about. I did this shit, yeah, but I don't believe in white people. I don't believe in black people. That's just how people speak today. You go to apply the job, it's right there. It say black, are you black, white, Native American? You know, they further put that shit in your head. But I don't believe in races at fucking all. I believe in differences. I don't believe in races. The same person that came on here and told me that I do anything the Jews tell me to do because I said I don't believe in races. Yet this person is a descendant of the people who allowed the Jews to finger fuck the currency. But no, I don't believe in race anyway. Why? Because I believe in Genesis. I believe in First Chronicles. Lineage. And I know for a fact that if your brother has a baby, you will not consider your child and your brother's child a different race. Yet, After the flood, that's what we have with Noah. Ham, Japheth, and Shem. Their offspring weren't different races. It's fucking retarded. This race shit is extremely new. So that's just where I'm coming from. Now I'm just making fun of it at this point. Yeah, the Roman the Catholic Church was empowered. The Catholic, look, listen. The Italy, the Italians. People don't say the Italian, they just say Rome after the city. Rome is in Italy. The fucking Italians, you know, you seen Jersey Shore? You Snooki, JY, like I said, the cast of Jersey Shore wiped out some of Europe's most prominent and famous warriors. Italy was a powerhouse. The Celtic people couldn't stop them. The German people couldn't stop them. The Russian people couldn't stop them. The Wallachians couldn't stop them. Italy was a fucking powerhouse. And the Roman Catholic Church had extreme amounts of power and influence well before the Jews ever took center stage. Like, they make the Jews look like small beings. But there's always something. There's always a Jew throughout history. Not saying Jew, but what you people consider to be Jews. Back then, it was just the Roman Catholic Church. You had kings that had to kneel when the Pope walked the fuck in. The Pope will walk the fuck in, and the king, you seen the king of France or whatever the fuck, the Pope walked in, and the king got off his throne and kneeled, took his hand, and the Pope said, rise. Man, that's power. That's power. Today, they kissing a wall. Back then, you kissed that nigga hand. You kiss his hand. The Jews don't have a fucking army today. Back then, they had the Knights Templar. The holy fucking army. And they were trained to go. They were warriors. So, yeah, it's just back then, and every era has their Jew. It's just now, because it's new, that's just this era's thing. But 100 years from now, it may be niggas. Niggas may be the Jew 200 and 300 years from now. Have you ever thought of that? That's how the world, that's how these cycles work. And it's like, oh, the niggas is running everything. It's going to be some shadow nigga looking like Noob Cybot just sitting there pulling the strings on politicians, and I'm like, and you're gonna have a group of people like, the niggas is running. And then you're gonna have that same dumbass shit in the future. No, the niggas is running the world. They're gonna be like, oh, but you call me white. Yeah, you're white. But you're black. Yeah, I'm black. They're black too. No, they're not black. They're niggas. They're running the world. But y'all got the same skin color. Shut up! Shut up! 300 years ago, you would have understood this concept. Yeah, it's gonna be the same shit. I promise you. You're gonna have a Kanye West ass nigga. Niggas is running the world. Niggas don't really care about us. Niggas run, how come niggas run our money? It's gonna be niggas. Man, it goes in cycles. Everybody has a turn. It look like everybody has a turn. Somebody said, white what? No, in the future, you're going to have that dumbass black. He's just going to point at a white man and be like, you're a white man. And the white man's going to point at him and be like, you're black. And then he's gonna point at niggas and be like, they're black too. And you're like, no, they run the world. And they tricked us in the world wars. They're not black, they're niggas. Even though we have the same skin color. They're niggas. And the white man gonna be like, how come it's color when it comes to us, but then it's something else when it comes to them, even though y'all share the same skin? The white man gonna do the same shit I'm doing right now. Like, that shit doesn't make sense. Niggas is gonna run the world 300 years from now. Look, you got white people in here, they can't see it. That's important. Niggers running the world in 300 years. Ah! Niggers couldn't even build a city in Africa. You don't believe me? Go back to Genesis chapter 10, verse 6 through 12. Who started the first city? A nigga. Who was a mighty hunter in the eyes of the Most High? A nigga. From that one city, Babylon, came math and science. It's true. But can people fathom that today? No. It's just, that's why I said it cycles. So the vanity of your ancestors is they get conquered. Just like everybody. That's why I said it's foolish just to sit up here and put slavery on the white man as if they haven't done more egregious shit. Not to niggas, but to the white man. The white man owes the white man reparations. Yeah. The real shit, the shit make you think. You see it. You see how shit flip. And you see how people get put on a pedestal. And then somebody else come in. And those people, somebody else come in. Hey, like, you think the Amorites, the Amorites who ran Babylon for 400 years ever thought that the Syrians would just come in and take everything from them? No. They was like, the Assyrians? What? They fucking suck. Fucking no. 400 years later, what happened? Alright then. You think they knew, you think the Babylonians knew that Persia would rise the fuck up like it did and just get shit cracking and take over? But shit happened. You think the Persians thought that Greece would ever just become a thing? They were like the Greeks. They fucking suck. Nah, we running shit now. But what the fuck happened? Man, this shit goes in cycles. You think the Greeks really thought that a little spot in Italy would become a world power? You think when the Greeks was running shit, you think the Grecian Empire just like, oh, it's Italy, look. Oh, Rome. Oh, what's the fable? A she-wolf suckled Romulus and Remus. Oh, that's adorable. Adorable. But guess what? That Romulus and Remus shit took root, and who became a superpower? The niggas that was at the seat of Rome. And what did Rome do? Expand outward and took shit from Greece. Greece was trying to hold on. They called it the Greco-Roman Empire. Rome said, give me that. Rome went all throughout Germany and said, give me that. Rome went all throughout Europe and said, give me that. It's the cycles. It's cycles and it's White History Month. Yeah, you think Scotland? You think the Scottish would? You think they would have ever thought that the English would try some shit like that? Come on, you seen Braveheart? It's like that. The British, who Like you just look all throughout history and people on top just get knocked the fuck over and another group pops the fuck up. And each era has their own Jew. That's why I say y'all be surprised that niggas running the fucking world. Niggas running shit behind in the shadows. It's gonna be shadow niggas. They gonna call it shadow niggas. When they say the shadow government in the future, that's what the fuck they mean. The shadow government, the new cyber people, the people you don't name. Somebody gonna be like, niggas, heart attack. It's like, yeah, shadow, new cyber people. And then you gonna have the blacks. They're gonna say those niggers aren't black. And then the white man gonna be confused, like, well, if they aren't black, what are you? I'm black, but that's a nigger. You know what I mean? The white people from 300 years ago would have understood this. That shit just how the world works. You can't see it now because you just living in your era. Like you're not there. Somebody's gonna be trying to decipher our writing. People, this is where hermeneutics come in. Imagine somebody trying to decipher our writing 400 years from now. This is where hermeneutics come in. Hermeneutics comes from a Greek word that means interpret. It's Greek for it means interpret. But hermeneutics deals, it's a body of knowledge that deals with interpretation. So you're going to have people in the future on some hermeneutic shit. They're going to be like, yo, these letters they were writing to each other, I don't even know. Like, what is this, middle English? They not even going to know the fucking language to be able to interpret certain shit. Like, imagine that. Fucking imagine that. Hermeneutics for the fucking win. They be like, who let a, you know, all them people in the fucking, you know, all them people making doomsday time capsules and burying letters to their loved one. They gonna dig them shits up in the future and be like, what in the running fuck? Interpret. They gonna interpret that shit and be like, but what does it mean? The year's 4000 AD, scholar defends thesis on the meaning of no cap, for real, FR. Bro, they gonna have a field day with that. And then somebody gonna think they know what no cap, for real mean, and another nigga gonna come up like, nah, that shit don't mean that. And he's like, well, how do you know? And then it's gonna come down to hermeneutics. That is not jortology. That is white history. They might as well put me on PBS now. I got all of... But what, that's not what no cap mean. It'd be like, no cap, it's gonna be one nigga over there talking about, nah, nigga, this soda, they call this soda. And there's a cap on here that screws on, this is a cap. We call it, like, no, that ain't what no cap mean. But another nigga gonna be like, it means somebody telling the truth. It means somebody, another nigga gonna be like, it means the Trinity and Illuminati has been confirmed. No cap, FR, that's what that means. Another nigga gonna pop up and just be like, well, if we use context clues and look at the region, we could deduce that no cap, FR means that someone is lying for real. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing. You don't know shit. I have hermeneutics on my side. Man, listen. I hope one day they find all the hilarious comments that Facebook and YouTube deleted. If they do, they ain't gonna know what the fuck it meant or why it was deleted. Like, you think the nigga that they sent over there to read up on the hieroglyphics in those fucking pyramids really knows what the fuck he's talking about? Do you think he knows the context of the shit he's talking about, even if you do get the shit translated? This wall is apparently indicating that lizard people existed. Look at this half man, half dog. Like, just imagine, just this shit that's gonna be us for future people. BG, the oldest poem in England was in 8th century after the Romans left, and it was in Old English, didn't understand one word. Yeah, you got Old English, Middle English, England English, American English. Then you got different, it's like Aramaic. Right? People thought they were speaking Hebrew during the time the Messiah walked the earth. They were speaking Aramaic. Like the Jews didn't even speak that shit. For today Jews to be like, we speak Hebrew, you speak Yiddish. They spoke Aramaic. Certain folk may have understood Hebrew. It's just like the Amish. What's the language they spoke? German. You got Amish people that got Bibles written in the old language that their ancestors came to this country in, and they don't understand it. But they say they speak a similar language to it. But it's not that. It's not the same language that Jacob Ammon, from which their name comes from, spoke or wrote. And you got certain people in there that know what the fuck it mean, but they speak a mix. It's like Danish. It's not Danish. What is it? What's the shit? Like the Amish community in Pennsylvania, they speak Pennsylvanian Dutch. It's like Dutch, but it's not really Dutch because they really don't know how to speak Dutch no more. Not the Dutch that they came over here with. So it's similar to England, like English. Like how you had the Old English, Middle English, and then you got different areas. And then when you take account, when the future scholars think they grasp the complexity of English, then they're gonna have to deal with Ebonics. Then they're gonna have to deal with the East Coast, West Coast shit. Then they're gonna have to deal with countries. They'll be like, oh, niggas gonna be trying to write a paper on this shit. That shit is extremely complex. They gonna be like, damn, these niggas was all over the place with it. That shit is complex. Think of how I talk. And think of how some of the other people that you people watch talk. And tell me a scholar 400 years from now could determine what we mean when we say certain things. Even if we say the same thing, does it have the same meaning? Absolutely not. And that is hermeneutics. Chinky, BG just paid a Jew his money back and returned the white man's back. All right. I get a white man the bike back. Lil Lomain standing up for your right. You answer your question. Just look at you, Chinky, so cute and fun side. Yeah, she's only like 5'1", and I'm only like 2 inches taller than her. So I might end up being cannon fodder for the zombie apocalypse group. I don't know yet. Somebody might stuff me in there because they tired of my shit. I am not letting someone, it'll probably be O'Darn, I am not letting someone who's 5'2" dictate what this community does anymore. Put them in the cannon and blast them at that zombie horde. I'd be like, oh shit. Who in here going in? Yeah, that's Lil Lomain. I've been told, Chinky, that's Lil Lomain. Chinky Bear got a lot. Didn't I tell y'all I was gonna get Chinky Bear? I got Chinky Bear's gonna be in my zombie apocalypse group. I called out my bears. I claimed my bears. Yeah, I'm claiming my bears. Hold on. Egyptians were about the bird people. The dictionary wars. Okay, let me hold on. One too many dog, little on lane standing up for your right. BG just paid a Jew his money, just like cassette tapes. Won't have cassette players to know what's on them. Exactly. No, I can't handle dog jokes. A line has been crossed. You don't, man, look, this Barricade Garage YouTube channel, y'all don't have to get into all that shit on here. Like that shit, y'all carry that shit over there. But I claimed my bears. I called it. I called it. Everybody know I told my certain. There's 2 more bears that I need to. That's gonna come. Chinky, Lil Lo Main. You might as well just put that up there as your screen name. It's just Lil Lo Main. Just embrace Lo Main. Why fucking not at this point? There's no reason not to. Embrace no turn signal, at least. You know how many you have more. I have given you more names than the law of my zombie apocalypse group allows. You are Lil Leg Day, aka take your wash rag, do like this, and wash behind your kneecap today. Your beef and broccoli, no beef or broccoli, just juice, aka Peking duck, aka poo poo platter, aka Lil Lo Main, huh? Aka no turn signal, aka slow as hell in the left lane, huh? You understand what I'm saying? What I'm talking about? Forget a name. Hell no. Fuck no. I can't wait till I get off probation. I can start my official code. BG, did you, Jim Bob, and Owen Benjamin feud start over spilt yogurt? I'm not in that. I'm just a random nigga on the sidelines. But I claim to be a comedian, so I'm gonna talk shit about this shit. You see what I'm saying? That shit ain't off now. I'm gonna talk cash shit about both them niggas. I'm gonna talk cash, especially on Benjamin. Yeah, so yeah, that shit not off limits to me. How the fuck I talk shit about everybody else, but I won't say nothing about them niggas? Nah, y'all got me fucked up. Where's Spiral Bear at? Butt hurt. I seen that dumbass comment. How the fuck am I butt hurt? Because I said something about Owen Benjamin, but Owen Benjamin isn't butt hurt after saying shit about Steven Crowder. He used to work for Steven Crowder. I don't owe Owen Benjamin no fucking allegiance. I don't owe no nigga online any allegiance at all. You see what I'm saying? So it's not butt hurt, it's just in keeping with my personality. I talk shit about people. You do wild shit, I'm gonna talk shit about you. I'm gonna talk shit about you when I move to do so. Now, Chinky Bear, you can go on and claim your Lil Lo Main name status if you must. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I don't owe none of these niggas any of that shit. And my woman knows how to avoid the bullshit. You know, when you online talking shit, you don't need to have your woman just running shit or got her own shit linked to her, putting her on. Nah, see, that's how I protect my family. I'm on here talking shit. I come on here to get shit off my chest and just talk cash shit. Which is why I don't charge you niggas for this shit. I don't think I deserve to make money as a talker. I think doers make money, and I live by my own standards that I set for myself. But when I see somebody doing wild shit, I'ma talk shit about it. It's just what a nigga do. He ain't butt hurt. I ain't butt hurt. Nothing and no one. BG, you're too big to beef with these flip-flop nobodies. Watachi, can you get Hannah a bagel, please? Big, I got 80 people in here right now. Really? You're too big to be. Really? Really? You didn't listen to one too many Miley Cyrus songs. If you think I'm too big to be, hell no, I'm not big enough. You need to beef with somebody in order to get there. Like, I need to beef with Joe Rogan right fucking now. Like, we need a whole boxing match. Me and Joe Rogan the same size and everything. Same weight class, all that shit, son. I need a boxing match right now. People think because they seen Joe Rogan kick a drive rodded poplar board that he can actually fight. Hell no, I ain't big. I done lost like 1,000 subscribers in 5 days. I looked on my shit, I was like, when the fuck did I get 149? I used to have 155,000 subscribers. I've been losing like 1,000 subscribers each month. My YouTube analytics is so fucked up, they was like, we ain't gonna delete you, big dog. You just keep on, let us know if you need anything. I said, will do. My analytics, you know you get that YouTube monthly shit. Here's your monthly analytics. I get my shit, it's just that gorilla monkey Harambe that they shot crying. Your percentages are down. My shit in red. Fuck you mean, I'm too big. My shit is in red. You can go on socialblade.com, type in Barricade Garage to see how much I make. I am broke. You can type in your favorite content creator on socialblade.com. They'll tell you. I stopped when I seen how much Mr. Beast makes. I said, damn. I rethought my whole career when I seen how much that nigga make. Yeah, I ain't too big. I fucking suck at this online shit and period. This would never happen if we hadn't shot Harambe. Yeah, Harambe was just minding his own fucking bit. What did he do? Did they say he threw up gang signs at somebody or some shit? Yeah, he's a fucking gorilla. He was doing gorilla shit, and next thing you know, he's getting shot. Bow! BG, sell me some subscribers. Yeah, but getting back to that on Benjamin Jim Bob falling out shit. he y'all, I spilled yogurt, and white people still want to tell me they want an ethno state. All that over spilled yogurt, over cheese, all that over unwrapped cheese. The edges are hard. Nuh-uh. Look at them. Beast with the call for an uprising. I tried to, but he seen my video and he was scared to say something back to me. I've talked shit about. Bro, you're talking to someone who talked shit to High Impact Flicks when High Impact Flicks was in my live chat. I don't duck no sauce. I don't duck no wreck. I don't duck no peeking duck. Yeah, I'm all gas, no brakes. Like a fucking crash dummy. Niggas just don't be respond. Niggas don't want it. They don't. But then it's kind of hard to, cause I roll punches off. Like, you can only beef with somebody that gets upset at the shit you say. Then you're met with immediate resistance that's not in a fluid form. Like, I'm more of a mirror being held up at you. Like in Beauty of the Beast, show me the beast. So I don't think niggas can beef with me at all. Not just because I call myself a comedian, but it's kind of hard to beef with somebody that don't take this shit serious. A call for an uprising takes this serious. I don't. So we're not even on the same page to beef. I can't beef with nobody who makes money doing this shit. Because it's not even fair for them. Yeah. A call is still a thing. A call for an uprising. A call for... He might as well make a lot. A call for an uprising. That nigga and that other nigga, the Ice Age farmer, I done talk shit about all them niggas. Richie from Boston, he was like my favorite one, but yeah, I talk shit about all them niggas, man. Amanda Vollmer, I done bashed the price of her product. Fuck you mean? I came at Hunter Biden. Hey, fuck you mean? I don't duck no sauce. Yeah, I duck no sauce. The hermeneutics of people from 400 years ago, what does duck no sauce mean? There's gonna be a nigga trying to figure that shit out. That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm putting y'all up on game with white history. That's Greek. For interpretation, they gonna need to know how to do that. But they not gonna understand the culture that it comes from. Even if they can translate it, they can't. He said he ducks no sauce. What could this possibly? They gonna bring in, bro. They're gonna have like 18 scholars working around the clock trying to figure out what the fuck I mean when I say I duck no sauce. And then he said he doesn't duck any work. What could that possibly mean? How do you duck work? How do you duck sauce? You duck my sauce by not fixing your P.O. box, BG. I'm working. I'm not even. You know. I don't duck that work. I duck no work. They're gonna be trying to figure that shit out too. Duck sauce. He doesn't duck sauce. Is he Chinese? Was whose sauce was it? Somebody threw it at him. Who threw it? Owen Benjamin is the only one who tried to have a funny back and forth with BG. All he did was say I stole his bike and that black men beat their women. I heard that shit. That shit not even worth going back and forth over. You feel me? I didn't let a tiny-handed Prius driver steal half my following either. I can't even have that back and forth with him. He take that shit too serious. He might try to dig up pictures from my past and just be like, keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name. You supposed to be able to have a funny back and forth with a comedian. Damn, I was enjoying Jim Bob live streams, but that nigga Owen Benjamin, Andrew Tated his shit. Nah, that's the only time. And I didn't listen to neither one of them niggas for a minute until I tapped in with Jim Bob and seen he was beefing with Owen. I said, oh, I stopped listening to Owen because I tapped in with Owen and all I heard was a thick, veiny black cock with girth. I was like, yep, I'm out. I tapped back in with Owen, a cock in the hand. He was just talking about dicks. Like every time I tap in, it was just dick talk. It was something about a dick, a cock. I hate how he says cock. He says cock. He doesn't say dick. He says a cock. I'm not a cock. In the cock, there's cocks. There's cocks, baby cocks. I tapped back in. He was talking about the baby dicks on the Sistine Chapel or some shit. Catholics was upset. Tap back in. You know, so I just stopped fucking listening. I listen to Jim Bob, but every time I tap in with Jim Bob, fucking Posh Redneck is on. I don't like that nigga Posh Redneck. I don't like hearing his fucking voice. I don't want to think about English muffins and marmalade. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if you're Serbian. That shit is annoying, son. Yeah, I tap in with Jim Bob. His impression's funny. I missed the card streams. That was the funniest version Jim Bob has ever been, but like Owen, did he take shit too serious? He'll fuck around and try to get me to stop talking about him. Stop talking about me, man. Like, nah, unspill your yogurt, nigga. Just... Owen's not even worthy of a back and forth with me after what he did to Jim Bob. I'm not talking about the shit he talked about his wife. I'm just talking about supporting, getting his channel, getting the strike on his channel. With that shit with Vox Day wife in his comment section. Yeah, so yeah. Shout out to both them niggas though. I'm out.